you about imperialism.
Hi, I'm Lacey. I'm going to tell you about the cause of imperialism, but first we're going to start by defining imperialism.
Imperialism is when a stronger nation dominates a weaker nation.
A couple of courses is belly rubbing, meaning the country was hungry for natural resources. Another is new markets, because they wanted to sell more markets. Mass production products. Another cause is military base, because they wanted stronger nations.
A couple more causes is the Turner Frontier Thesis. This is where they moved west and went outside the boundaries of the U.S. One more cause is social Darwinism, which is the belief held by some that certain nations and races were superior to others.
The U.S. took their first steps, which was in 1853. Commander Matthew Perry sailed a fleet. Americans warships into present-day Tokyo Bay in Japan. Japan had denied the rest of the world access to the ports. Perry won the Japanese emperor, favoring by showing him with lavish gifts. The leaders also realized by closing off their nations to the outside world, they had fallen behind the military technology. Within a year, Perry renegotiated a treaty that opened Japan to trade with Americans.
Perry's journey set a precedent for further expansion across the Pacific Ocean. In 1867, the U.S. took possession of the Midway Islands. Treaties in 1875 and 1887 increased the trade with Hawaiian Islands and gave the U.S. the right to build a naval base at Pearl Harbor.
In 1867, Secretary of State William Seward bought Alaska from Russia for $7.2 million. Journalists referred to Alaska as Seward's icebox. Seward's purchase almost doubled the country's size, and the icebox turned out to be rich in timber, oil, and other natural resources. Alaska also greatly expanded America's reach across the Pacific.
The Hawaiian Islands have been economically linked to the U.S. for almost a century. Americans established sugarcane plantations there. In 1887, American planters convinced King Kalakaua to amend Hawaii's constitution so that voting rights were limited to only wealthy landowners who were white planters in the early 1890s. American planters faced two crises. First, a new tariff law imposed duties on previously duty-free Hawaiian sugar. This made Hawaiian sugar more expensive than American sugar. Sugar growers feared that they would suffer decreasing sales and profits. The other problem was Kalakaua died and his sister Liliuokalani was his successor. Queen Liliuokalani resented the increasing power of the white planters. She abolished the constitution that had given political power to the white minority.
In 1893, American planters overthrew the Queen. John Stevens, U.S. Minister to Hawaii, ordered U.S. Marines to help the rebels seize power. The new government, led by Sanford B. Dole, asked President Benjamin Harrison to annex Hawaii to the U.S. President Harrison signed the treaty of annexation, but couldn't get the required Senate approval before Governor Cleveland became president. Cleveland refused to sign the treaty. However, American sentiment for annexation remaining stronger, especially on the West Coast. In 1897, William McKinley became president. McKinley's administration favored annexation. In 1898, Congress proclaimed Hawaii officials the U.S. treaty.
Causes of the Spanish-American War was the U.S. had $15 million invested in Cuba for sugar plantations and more. Another is the Yellow Press, where the public's opinion stretched the truth. Another is when the plane blew up, which protected American citizens in Cuba. The U.S. thought the Spanish did it.
Wait. Some more causes of the Dulome letter, which the Spanish ambassador threatened President McKinley. One more cause was the treatment President McKinley, one more cause was the mistreatment of Cubans by the Spanish because they wanted more public power.
The Spanish-American War was known as the Splendid Little War because of an easy victory for the U.S. and Dewey defeated the Spanish fleet in the Philippines.
One effect of the Spanish-American War was the Treaty of Paris, which was an agreement signed by the U.S. and Spain in 1989. This officially ended the Spanish-American War. Spain gave up all control over the Cuba, Peru, Puerto Rico, and the Pacific Islands of Guam. Yeah. They also sold the Philippines to the U.S. for $20 million. The U.S. went up in the world.